children. It is very nice to meet you again. I hope you're fine. I believe that you have known well the chemical properties of acids so far we have discussed. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the chemical properties of bases. Under this topic, there are three major reactions of bases we are going to discuss.
The three reactions are reaction with metal, reaction with acid, and the reaction with non-metallic oxide. Let us discuss this now one by one. Before that, children, we shall have a quick recall on the fundamental properties of base. So we know that base always produce hydroxide ions, that is OH minus ions, when it is dissolved in water. Next one, soluble bases are called alkalis, and always bases will be bitter in taste and it will turn the red litmus blue, and it will act as a electrolytes in solution in the process of electrolysis. Neutralize the solution which contains H plus ions, which means acid, and we know they have acid slippery soapy feel, which means like a somewhat we'll say in Tamil vazha that is, and then dissolve fatty material, so it will always dissolve the fatty materials. Best example is soap, it contains base. In this reaction of base with metals, you can see the metals like zinc, aluminium and tin react with alkali solutions. Alkali solutions in the sense sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide. So when they are reacting, this can happen only in the presence of heating. So hydrogen gas will be evolved. We know that acids also will react with metal, relieves hydrogen gas. Even base also will react with metals and release hydrogen gas. Here the salt formed is sodium zincate. The name of the salt is sodium zincate. So sodium hydroxide, which is a base, reacts with the metal zinc to form sodium zincate salt and hydrogen gas. So write the products under the equations, children. It is very, very important. The second reaction of base is the reaction with acid. So in this, bases react with acid to form salt and water. So this reaction is known as neutralization reaction. This we have known already in the reaction of acid with base. This is same as in the case of acids. In the case of base also it is same. Acid plus base gives salt and water. So base reacts with acid or acid reacts with base, they will neutralize each other, results in the formation of salt and water. In last session we discussed about this reaction with a small experiment. I hope you remember, children. So NaOH, KOH are bases, hydrochloric acid is an acid. So the salts formed here and the water also formed. So always salt and water will be the product in the neutralization reaction. Now the third reaction is reaction of base with non-metallic oxide. So I told you what is meant by non-metallic oxide. So they are like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxides. So these carbon dioxides or sulfur dioxides are always acidic in nature. So non-metals always form acidic oxides and metals will form basic oxide. So in this reaction, these acidic oxides will react with base to form salt and water. So you are taking a base, to that non-metallic oxide is added. It results in sodium carbonate, which is a salt and water. So non-metallic oxide and base gives salt and water. So this is a third reaction of base with non-metallic oxide.
Children, now you are going to answer a few questions from what we discussed today. Got it? Let's start now.
Find answers for these questions and you can leave your answers in the comment box. Thank you, children.